Hi, I'm gonna show you how to do bools. So I just know like the very basic stuff for it. So all you're gonna do is duplicate this, hide your old avatar, and then we're going to add an FX layer here. This is my FX layer. Yours might be called something else, whatever you labeled it as. And then we're gonna go into the animator. We're gonna create a little animation here, and we're going to call this one cap. Put the weight to 1. I'm also going to do one for apron, and I'll put the weight to 1 as well. From here, you go into parameters, click bool, hit make sure it's capped, same way that you spelt it, same capitalization and everything, and apron. Okay, so we're going to go into animation, and we're going to create a new clip. First one will be cap off. Add a property, and we're going to look for where it says cap or hat, whatever. You always want to delete this guy. Boom. So we're going to go a second over and click this. So that's your animation. It's going cap off. That is your cap off. Create new clip. We're going to do one for cap on now. There are other ways to record animations, but this is how I do it. So always delete this guy. We're going to add the property hat. So if you want the hat on, we're going to leave this off. And the next second over, add the cap. So this is your animation right here. The cap is off and it's coming back on. Hit preview. That basically like saves it, I guess. So now I'm going to go to project. I'm going to search cap. Make sure your loop time is off. So because my cap is on by default, we're going to first put cap on. That's your default state. And then you drag in your other animation. You right click, make transition, right click, make transition. Okay. Just FYI, some people will use right defaults off. Um, just so you know, for facial animations, you can't mix and match right defaults off or on. You either have to commit to right defaults off or commit to right defaults on, or else your facial animations will get stuck. So I leave it on just because it is a pain to set it up to have it off. All right, so once you got this set, you're gonna go here. We're gonna take this off, put this to 0. We're gonna look for cap, boom, it will be true. Every time you do this first one, it will always be true. The second one, do the same thing, and we're gonna put the cap as false, okay? Don't ask me why, this is just how I know it. All right, now let's make an animation for apron. So we're gonna hit create new clip. We're gonna do apron off. I always do it off first. It's just easier for me. We're gonna add a property. Looking for this apron. Okay, apron. Remember to delete this guy. Boom. So when we want it off, we go over 1 second and take it off. So I also want the name tag to come off when I have the apron off because that looks ghetto. So what I'm going to do is add another property, and it's going to be the name tag. Take this guy, and you can see it's labeled here, so he's going to be off too. So everything's on, now it's all off. Preview, create new clip, apron on. We're going to add a property, apron. Oh wait, and delete this guy. And we're going to create, we're going to add a property again, and name tag. So for on, go a second over and enable them. Okay, and then that's your animation clip. Now we're going to go back to project. We're going to look up apron, remove that loop time, and then my aprons are on by default. Make transition, boom, boom, apron, apron. So remember to remove the exit time, put this to 0. Apron is true, apron is false, okay? And then we have to go into our parameters. And if you don't know how to set that stuff up, you just let me know, I'll help you. All right, so you always make sure your parameters are matched the same as what you put here. So we know these are bools, so we're going to change this to bool, and we're going to add cap. And remember, it has to be the same capitalization and everything. Add apron, okay. And then we're going to go into our, I'll do it through here so you see, expression menu, and it highlights it here. Oh shit. Okay, so I go through here. We're going to add a control. We're going to put cap. And that's a toggle. Our parameter will match the cap bool. And then the other one was apron. That's a toggle. And that's a apron bool. And then that's it. That's how you do bools. All right, if you have questions, just let me know. All right, bye-bye.